Hey YouTube, it's Allie and I'm here today with a book review of The Selection and the Elite by Kiera. So, The Selection is a dystopian YA novel that's set in this world which has a thing called the Selection. Now, this dystopian world has a monarchy, which I thought was really interesting because you never see that in dystopian fiction, so I really like that. Anyways, so they have this thing called the Selection, and 35 girls are set to the royal capital palace of this world, and they are vying for the heart of Prince Maxon, the future king. Now, this is often called a combination of The Bachelor and The Hunger Games, and that is definitely accurate. The main character in this story is America Singer, and she, of course, is chosen to be in the Selection. This world has a caste system, 1 being the highest and 8 being the lowest. Now, America Singer is 5, so she's not doing too well, but she's not doing horribly. She's kind of in the middle. Most of the people in her faction are entertainers or whatever, so she sings. America Singer really. But can we just talk about that for a second? Like, what kind of name is that? I don't really know. The name's bothered me. America Singer. And then she has her boyfriend Aspen, that's a weird name. And then Maxon, that's a weird, I don't know. It was weird. Anyways, so I'm getting off topic. Anyways, so it's her story and her journey in the Selection and her romantic endeavors. Next, I'm just going to give my non-spoiler review of The Elite. So The Elite picks up right where the Selection left off, and I won't say how it left off for the sake of non-spoilers. The Elite was, I didn't like it as much as I liked the Selection. It kind of dragged for me, and I was so frustrated with the character of America that it was really hard for me to get through at points. I had to put it down and go distract myself. I read the Selection in one day and then the Elite in the next day, and I just, like, the Elite was bothersome. Like, if you've seen my summer reading tag, you can click right here if you want to see that, by the way. I talk about how the Elite annoys me. It's just, she's so indecisive. She goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. She's like, Aspen Maxon, Aspen Maxon. If, like, one of them does one thing wrong, she goes scurrying over to the other one. Fictional characters, man. They agitate me. I don't really have much to say on the world building. It was basically the same as in the first one. I didn't really feel the urgency with the rebel attacks. Like, I know they're bad, but I didn't really. The world building was just kind of hazy like it was in the first book. The writing really is just kind of like a stripped down bare writing, which can work really well with the genre, but since the world building kind of lacked, I kind of noticed some things that were lacking in the writing. But it was still it was really entertaining, and I definitely blew through both of them. Okay, that's it for the non-spoiler section. So, see ya if you haven't read it, but if you have read it, come discuss. There's so many agitating and crazy plot points that I need to address. I'm going back to Aspen. I have too much frustration, and if you guys read the book and you have the same feelings as me, please discuss in the comments. I want to hear your frustrations. Just let it out. Vent. Because I gotta do that. I have a little section here. Where they live is Alea, by the way. I didn't address that in the summary, but that's what it's called. They live in Alea. So, they're just, Aspen and America are having a little date night, and America says, I couldn't imagine anyone in Alea had more passion than we did. And then later, I love you too, Aspen. You'll always be my prince. I don't understand. They make out. And then they say I love you. That's their whole relationship. I'm gonna say my favorite scene in the Selection was when America and Maxon have their first kiss out on the balcony. And it's Maxon's first kiss ever, and it's so adorable, and it made me so giggly. I will say, like, there was a bunch of, like, girly excitement going on through both these books. whenever Maxon and America have moments, I'm just like, yes, thank you. Like, he's the obvious better choice. Like, why are you even considering Aspen? Maxon's perfect. Like, what? But moving on to the elite, we find out middle-ish of selection that Aspen is a guard in the palace, so he's gonna be there with them. Woohoo! We totally wanted you there, bro. So, in the elite, there's this rebel attack pretty early on in the book, and Aspen and America just start making out while these rebels are running in. I'm like, okay, already, like, these rebels aren't extremely believable to me, but now you're making out, and they're supposed to be viciously crazy attacking you. I don't understand. When America's with Aspen, it's just so frustrating. When America's with Maxon, she's tolerable. Another thing that frustrated me in the elite was, like, I guess the whole Chris Maxon thing was a little frustrating because I want Maxon to just want America. But, I mean, the fact that she's getting so hypocritical about it, it's like, you're making out with Aspen and not telling him. And he's actually allowed to have other girls and you're judging him. What? And then he does all this stuff for her and she does nothing in return for him. On a more positive note, in the elite, just as in the selection, the character of Marley is, other than Maxon, she's like my favorite character. And the whole Marley getting caught with that guard scene and her getting whipped, oh, that really pulled at my heartstrings because I really like Marley. I genuinely think she's a really cool character and I think she's just a wonderful friend to America. My totally favorite scene in the elite was the end scene with Maxon and America in the room when the attack was going on and they're just by themselves and America finds out that Aspen was getting beaten by the king or his father. That's just, God, he's such a jerk. He's so horrible. Overall, both these books were just like washes of, like, I'd get giddy and then I'd be like, I'm really angry and then so much stuff was going on. Okay, so I'm sorry that was a really crazy scattered review. Yeah. So the writing was just kind of not very noticeable. The world building was a little hazy. I thought the plot, though, it moved along and I was engaged and I had actually a lot of fun reading it and I got some really good little giddy girly parts and then some infuriating why are you doing this characters parts. So I had a fun time and I gave both of them 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. If you guys are looking for a fun, light summer read that you can just delve into and finish like in a blink of an eye, I highly recommend them. So that's all I have to say. Another video will be up very soon. Keep on reading, guys. Bye!